Okay, we're back with more Okage Shadow King, and my understanding is that this part of the game is infamous. I haven't played it before, but you gotta go talk to almost every NPC in the game up to this point while battles are disabled. So I'm just gonna warp as far back as I can and try to do as many of these as I can. I guess at some point I also have to go back to Madril. So I might have to peek at a guide at some point. There's no way to keep track of who all you've talked to. Ari's basically forgotten who he is, so he needs to, as a ghost, talk to a bunch of people to remember who he is. This counts as a person. See, I don't know if that counted, for example. Talking to that guy. I guess we'll head to Madril first and try to talk to anybody on the way. Well, no, let's start up at the top, because if we start up here, there's no faster way to get back up here than to use the green teleport. Force it open, it won't budge. Check the keyhole. We talked to like a circus guy in Trista, and he was like, yeah, people forgot you, that's why you're allowed in this town. I guess I'll rest. I don't know if I can talk to her, though. Hey, this is my room. So, maybe that did something? I honestly don't know. There's not like a little jingle whenever you talk to them. Who is Ari? Everyone forgot me. Got me. It's possible that we'll still be doing this by the end of the stream. Trying to find everyone I'm supposed to talk to. I'll try to go to the town not far from the mansion here. I said earlier that I think this game probably would have worked better as a walking simulator or a visual novel over a JRPG. But this part definitely underscores that, I think. Someone who's serious-minded, thin-shadowed, and knows that I wear the pants in the family. Is there any guy that fits that description? So I'm also not sure if it needs to give Ari a prompt in order for it to count, either. Lay on the bed of the great hero, Rosalind. Didn't know you were such an admirer, or creep. The landlord took no notice of me, so I filled the register myself. Right. Can you still sleep in a bed if you're a ghost? Do you phase through the floor? I feel like the nightmare in this sequence is that I don't finish this by the end of stream, and I miss a single NPC in one of the towns in like one of these staircases that's possible to miss, and then I have no idea who to talk to progress. I'm hoping there's some tolerance built into it, that it's not just like talk to every character, right? That it's like talk to X characters, and there's like X times 2 characters available. Good luck. Yeah, exactly. This is the village of Tennel. Sounds like her. You have a great weapon in mind? Okay. Assume that these two characters count as a single character, since they're talking to each other. Possibly they're not. I've had like maybe 2 streams in Subblock that were like completely unproductive in terms of making game progress. I'd be very afraid if this ends up being one because of how janky this section is. Annie helps out around the house? Okay, they count as one NPC. It'd be nice if it made like a cash register sound effect, or there was like a little thing on the screen that was like, you just talked to 1 out of 50 people, or whatever. Great hero stopped here chasing after the evil king Stan. Where is the evil king now? I did see something, and I left this in my notes when I was looking this up last episode, because I was like, I'm probably going to have to follow a walkthrough, which you've had to do a couple times in this game. But it says that if you ever pick the 3rd option, it doesn't count as you having talked to that person. Now, one walkthrough says that, and the other one does not, so... I guess maybe it makes sense because the 3rd option is like a triple ellipsis, and it's like you're supposed to be a ghost that's trying to get people to notice you again, so if you don't say anything, they're not going to notice you, but... Yeah, I bought a lot too. Not exactly a team. Also, it says I have to do this Madrill event eventually, but I don't know if I have to do this Madrill event. I'd probably just go do the Madrill event now. I guess I'll finish this town. I'm almost done. Shop other one. Maybe these don't start counting until I talk in Madrill. But the guy in Trista already told me that I could talk to people to become solid again. So frightening. Is the village really destroyed? You have another line if I talk to you again? No, okay. I wonder when Annie's coming back. Probably not Annie's type. As like nail biting and anxiety inducing as the sequence is, it's actually kind of a neat idea. Because the story kind of was feeling formulaic up until this point. No battles. You do a routine thing of defeating the evil king. And then you turn into a ghost and everyone forgets you. And you have to run around and talk to everyone to restore yourself. It was surprising. I think there's a part like this, I want to say, in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Better executed in that, because it's clearer what you're supposed to do. This is mostly empty. Popping a mirror from behind the door. Should bust out the heart rate monitor for this part. World is troubled. It doesn't seem to matter whether you work or goof off, right? Check the new classification list we received. Not important? No, Ari, catch up. No one can recognize you. You don't matter. Almost missed this little side room. Doesn't have an NPC in it, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to beeline it for Madrill and get this cutscene. I guess it's a cutscene that plays in Madrill, but only if you visit Madrill via this entrance. And also, I don't think Block tells you to go there. So it's an arbitrary event flag that you could miss. I need my screaming pillow from Final Fantasy X-2. I don't think there are any NPCs just standing around on the world map. Both of the walkthroughs and game FAQs for this game are very strange. Very, like, editorialized. Oh, well, nope, this guy probably counts. He's out in the open. It's a bird. I am a mysterious woman. A lonely, wandering woman with a shrouded past. Yeah, exactly. It's often, like, overly specific. Like, it'll be a section where you have to kill the pots to fight the boss, right? Which is kind of the Okage Shadow King dungeon formula. And it'll be like 7 paragraphs for that, so it's hard to tell like where the specific pots are supposed to be. But then you get to this section and it's like, yeah, you gotta talk to like a bunch of people around the world, so go do that. And it's like, what? This is the part where you need to tell me all of the NPC names, where they are. I don't think there's actually anything in the big scary tree, right? I don't think I'm allowed to access it yet. Oh, there is an NPC over here, though. Oh my god, this guy counts, I think. It's climbing. This is the Madrill cutscene I was talking about. You have a high society guest. You were totally ignored. You had no choice but to write your name in the guest registry on your own. You ready, Marlene? Rosalind, the great hero, will make her move after acquiring the final power. This is not fun. I can't remember what an adventure was like that was more fun. Call that adventure again. After the boy, fortunately, disappeared from the world, the girl still retains the memory of that brief adventure. Okay. Is there a typo in that? What's with the butler wanting me to disappear from the world and remembering it? Shit's weird. Okay. So hopefully all the people I talked to in Tennel counted before that sequence. I think they did. It would be nice if each time you talk to somebody it was like you feel yourself becoming more solid or something. She did enter a lot of strangers' houses. I can hear you right here, too. I wonder if it's a situation of, like, they added all of this custom event flag-based dialogue for when you're invisible. It didn't want you to miss it by just going to the next part. Why is everyone so afraid to stand? That is a good question. Man who believes in justice. Fearful evil king. Very funny. Where is Stan? The great hero Rosalind will indeed wipe out the fear of the great evil king from the face of the earth. Rosalind, a great hero? Sure, she'll use her graceful techniques to see to the end of the fearful great evil king. Okay, so we want to be really careful to not miss any buildings here. Good God. I think I did this one already? Let me make sure. I did not. Stan, the great evil king, came and executed some of his magic. We'd all be burnt to a crisp. Haha, Stan has such power? Oh my god, I did it. Oh, thank God. I got it from talking to the same guy repeatedly, and you just become solid with no fanfare? Could I have just talked to the same person and select things over and over? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I guess that confirms that it was talk to X people and there are 2X available NPCs. Maybe. I can't be sure about that. Like, you becoming solid suddenly is also... I mean, you look different from when you were translucent. People are still ignoring me at the moment. So this was less terrifying than I thought it was going to be, but it could have very well been talk to every possible NPC. I guess I don't know that it's open yet. You already finished restoring the status quo. At least the music changes when you're in here. The camera in this town is something. Where is Ari? Where's Ari gone to? I'm right here. People like us cannot walk down this road. I saw a blonde, weirdly dressed person go through here, floating in the air. You can't pass here. Okay. The circus guy was in like a Central Park location. Oh, now the camera is much better. I know, right? Clean. Oh, where the circus guy is. I might have to look it up here in a second. Hold on. Are you a ghost because you scare people? Then what am I exactly? This looks right. Hey, dude. You can go back soon. You've done a good job. Gather all the folks that are in sight. This kid here made an effort to speak for himself out in the world. And now, after one spell of mine, he'll be back to normal. You can do the same. I hope you get inspired by watching this kid go back. Imagine the face of the first person you want to talk to. Oh, Stan's here again. Oh, that's cool. This is gonna be in the middle of like a boss fight. Stan! Where have you been all this time? I did it. I'm back. About to defeat the last enemy hero to reign over the humans as the Great Evil King. Let us continue our journey to restore my evil power. What is this circus man doing here? The fuck? Tense music. Phantom Evil King. Circus Evil King. Why is it thy classification dost thou deny? Okay, so he rhymes and he talks like he's like a medieval knight. The boy vanishes from the world, but you help him return. The world is supposed to forget about the boy and thus our restoration earn. So many map of evil kings you gave out, and one cannot keep track. This song's actually pretty cool. You telling me you're an evil king too, you plain old man? Oh, he was an evil king. The circus evil king. I gave all my magic power to that mouse ghost down in the sewer. Mouse has long been defeated. The mouse is now just a lowly ghost trooper. Acting contrary to classification is easy. Give me back my malevolent powers right now. Going after him. Ari has a friendship bond in his hand. What the fuck? This game is so weird. Stan's back on the team. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, where have you been? I was at my summer home. What are you talking about? For Mr. Kissling. Well, that was quick. Rosalind's back at your party. At least it didn't make me like manually walk here. Thought I found you. There's Big Bull. What about Kissling? Hey, Monkey Drum. Okay. And then the party's back together, just like that. Do you feel it too, Linda? Does this seem right to you? That happened really fast.
boy and his friends venture off yet again in search of the princess.
That wretched boy seems to be back in the world again. Sawarudo. Here's the house of the boy. Oh, but they're not gonna warp me there. I gotta walk there. Okay. Just pop over to the warp. Maybe something's gonna happen en route. Why doesn't the warp work? Okay. This game is so strange. There's like Flurry, a scripted scene where you just automatically rejoin your party. But the last character you have to run through like a level 1 area that normally you can just warp through. But now you can't. A nightmarish, raging dictator. Okay, so that gives me a bonus at the start of the battle. We established those aren't completely random. You can try to pick stuff that Stan likes, I guess. Cool. Done. Game started to like freeze for a second there. I got scared. Try to hit a save point as soon as I see one. It's a cute bunny. Kind of wild that like this game is available on PSN on the PS4 and 5, but not like Wild Arms 3. I guess it's like a publisher thing, but find additional power and look for the so-called Phantom Evil King. The gate beyond the Transverse Tunnel is accessible. We can't waste time. Why? I guess they had me walk here so they could have this scene at the crossroads. Eek. It's your father. Good job, Bull. Evil Butler. Some interesting findings may come out of all this commotion. Is this the power? Is this the true meaning of classification that makes a hero be a hero? This might be one of my favorite localizations or lack thereof. I think Bull came out and he was like, Brother Ari, Sister Rosalind, right? That's pretty literal. Leave Marlene alone. In the perfect world I created, I've let you play in a variety of roles. The fuck? This small world was separated by me from the universe by the power of... Do you think the word classification was in English in the Japanese version? You too were let live in this small world with the power of classification. What are heroes, evil kings, and ghosts? Due to a mere doll, no matter how strongly classified, can I replace my daughter who disappeared in this world? So is this all like a fantasy thing where like this guy is like conjuring a JRPG to play dolls with his dead child? What the fuck? It's kind of an interesting plot concept if that's what they're going for, but did you just eat her soul? Alfred turned into Alfred if he was the Joker's butler instead. It is this Marlene who appeared in front of you and joined your journey. Are you surprised? Okay. You're a deviant in my world. It's actually kind of a neat little plot thing they're doing here. I will classify the remaining evil kings with maximum power and send them to you. With the power of my world library. The remaining evil king is not you, the reincarnation of Goma. You're not an evil king by any means. Evil king has to be evil and strong. Okay. If they're doing like a meta thing where like the butler guy created this video game and Ari's a deviant because he's being controlled by the player with the controller, that's kind of a neat concept. It's a little like cerebral for what the rest of the game has been up to this point. Must hypothesize a hypotenuse, thereby calculating the angle of attack. Clown scholar. That guy's a knucklehead. I mean, I think he's worse than that. Was he like God or something? Such a pretty person, she can't be a doll. I have no idea what you people are talking about. Say it, James. Classification. Created this world for his daughter. The world classified in his mind had gone even further than classification. We're all actors. Stan's playing an antagonist called the Evil King. Right? Like, is the butler supposed to be the game designer? If you remove classification from this world, there may be an entire universe that will reveal itself. So, okay, again, this is cool. If I get what they're going for with kind of the janky localization, so this maybe ties into like all of the NPCs having a little title by their name. Bored housewife, angry shopkeeper. This makes me wish they would have dropped the combat and then spent the extra money on shoring up the walking sim parts. And maybe spend some more money on localizing it. It's a creator of the world. But his real daughter's here somewhere? He believes that if only you, who are not under the power of classification, didn't exist, he could gain his life, his illusion back. I have to wonder, like, what word are they using that they're localizing as classification? I thought maybe it was the English word classification and, like, the, brackets, but it's not imbued, it's not a word I usually imbue with, like, a ton of meaning or energy, right? Deviants in this world. I am a hero regardless of the classification. I'll challenge the Evil King and win by myself. My greatness defies any classification. Trista.
And so, the boy and his friends again journey off, heading into the unknown land believed to exist beyond Triste.
Which I can go to now. Does the teleporter work this time? I guess, like, Earthbound does fourth wall shit in the late game, right? Where, like, it asks you to tell the game who the person holding the controller is, and then during the final boss fight, you, like, assist in the battle. Classification is a literal translation. Do you know anything about the Japanese word? Does it have any alternate usages, I wonder? I guess, like, I would expect a like a really great localization would try to pick like a fancy proper noun or pick a word that's not a proper noun in English and make it proper, like genus or something, right? Taxonomy. Interesting. I get what they mean by it. Like, I can kind of read between the lines and talking about, like, okay, this person's the hero, this person's the evil king, you know, this person's the princess, and so on. Like, it's your Jungian archetype thing, right? Maybe I would like the word archetype better if they had picked that, like, capital A archetype. Oh, and now the teleports are back. Okay. guess a lot of this game feels very like literally translated, so. Right, it just sounds really janky. Especially when they keep saying it. Is this the power of classification? Yeah, everyone knows the roles in a generic JRPG, so we make characters to fill them. Right, and I like that concept. Like, I like the idea of making a meta JRPG. This game gets interesting at the 13-hour mark. But I feel like I'm gonna have to like read between the lines, so to speak, to get what they were going for versus like the actual delivered product. Because the dungeons are still like break 9 pots and then fight the boss, right? Where are you? You're in the music box? Can't you get out of there? Oh, wow. Is that the real Marlene, maybe? The real enemy's not the Dark Lord, but the system. Yeah, 2001's pretty early. Actually, I've talked about that playing Wild West games and superhero stuff that, like, at some point a genre gets so ultra saturated that the only like recourse is to start making metafiction about it. So doing metafiction about JRPGs is cool, and it seems like the right time for it. You make your meta western or your meta superhero story. Fare thee well till our fights. He's not cool at all. Cool means powerful and smashing stuff. Not being floaty, that's not power. Or Stan. Right, it's starting to happen with superheroes, right? Where you're like, okay, The Boys, Invincible, I get it. Every iteration of DC Comics where Superman's an asshole, got it. If someone had Superman's powers, he would probably be a huge prick and a threat to humanity. Superheroes are gods, okay. Cool. I still like a lot of those individual implementations, but I kind of know what you mean about it, like, becoming stale. But still, for 2001, that's impressive. I wonder if this game, like, did well in Japan, or, like, even got good reviews in Japan. It's hard to disentangle the super janky localization, but, like, the actual game itself has issues where, like I was saying, the dungeons are all copy-pasted break 9 pots and then fight the boss format, right? So it probably would have functioned better as like a much smaller scope Undertale kind of a game. It's just that didn't really exist at the time. It probably would have been difficult to market, I guess. Basically, although I have lots of issues with this game, I don't think that its concept is like rotten to the core. I could definitely envision a better version of this game. It kind of has this like punk rock quality where it seems like the developer doesn't care, and that's like part of the point that they don't care. But I've never been into that kind of media, to be honest. Even in the music world. I guess the closest comparison I can think of is something like Earthbound. Earthbound is an enormously high-effort piece of art. Very polished. Stuff there is like weird and quirky, like on purpose, not because they just didn't bother to spend time on it, you know? Yeah, Lisa music, right. That's actually a really good comparison. It's interesting because Lisa also kind of gets compared to Earthbound pretty frequently. Lisa's a game that is it's like the concept is 1,000 times better than the actual final product. And I know that that's part of the point, but I wish they would have spent a little bit of the extra time. It mostly goes away in Lisa the Joyful, where the soundtrack is just good and it's mixed well, and the level design is a little bit tighter. I have a feeling Pathologic is going to basically be that, although it sounds like that's kind of what they're trying to accomplish with the Pathologic 2 remake. I gotta be careful. I guess I healed outside earlier just in case. Friendly Thunder. Can I just use it on all enemies all the time? Because that's the thing I got. Rosalind just died. Good thing I healed Ari because he's not looking too hot. Please don't hit Ari. ActRaiser sounding level up fanfare. Can I have revive? I know, right? Just want to play ActRaiser again. That game's really good. Shit. No idea where to go in here. I have like no more LP left and I don't know if I can recover it, so this might have to be a problem for future Marstead. Let's see if I can escape here. I don't think I can. Okay. Probably needed to get like a stat boost here or something. I don't have anything that can increase LP. I think once I'm out, I gotta get to a save point. Yikes. Use some of these nuts to try to not die. I don't have very many left. Ari's gonna die. Game over. Okay. Yikes. So I'm not going to be able to get to another save point in 3 minutes. Future Marstead, you got to go through the town of Triste. We should have a save right outside. I'm just going to double check here. Takes you out to the desert. The enemies in the desert are extremely difficult. There are merchants inside Triste that sell pretty significant gear upgrades that I'm guessing are required for progress here. So maybe just venture just outside the town, kill a couple enemies, get the money, go back into town, buy some upgrades, and keep doing that until you're not getting like one shot anymore. But there's probably a dungeon somewhere in that area that you have to get through in the middle of the desert maze, so do your best.